Hello to all you comic book readers out there, my Frontline here. Welcome everybody to my comic review. In this review, I'll be reviewing a comic book from DC Comics of Rebirth. And this comic book did come out this past Wednesday, but since it's a couple of days late, I still want to review this comic book. What comic book am I talking about? I'm talking about Green Arrow number 22, The Rise of Star City, Part 2. And I'm going to say this right now, for those of you who have not picked up this comic book, I am still going to give spoilers. So if you do not wish to know what happened in Green Arrow number 22, stop the video right now, go to your nearest comic book store, get the comic book, read it, and then come back to this video to hear my thoughts about this comic book. Or if you would like to know what happened in Green Arrow number 22, I will say in this review, but there will be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get into this comic book. So in the last issue, we got introduced to a group called the Four Horsemen, and their objective is to take over Seattle and name it Star City. So it starts off where Victoria Much is reporting about the tragedy that went on thanks to the work of the Four Horsemen, and we have Green Arrow and Black Canary that are helping out with this tragedy, along with Henry Piff, but he's behind the computer helping them out as well. And we also get a little bit of a action from Amico, and here's some artwork, by the way. I say this all the time, and I still stand by it. Phenomenal artwork. I just love it each and every time I read this comic book. Just enough said right there. And then, while that's going on, we have Eddie Fires, who is causing more tragedy and shooting with the sniper. So we get a little bit of a fight scene with Eddie Fires, but he is not alone. He has the other two groups of the Four Horsemen, who are actually going to be fighting Green Arrow, and of course we get introduced to the names again, like in the last issue. So 3 against 1, you know, the numbers are against Green Arrow. So as he flees, he says, you know, these monsters have a team, but I've got mine. So that's going to lead into something really interesting. So then we get with in the mayor's office with Mayor Domani. I'm telling you, Mayor Domani is really becoming, like, all for himself, and he's just being, like, just not the best mayor. Like, he just wants everything just to, not go his way, and, everything is just, saying, oh, we've got this under control and everything, and then when there was, more questions, like, saying, you know what, the interview's over, I'm just sick of this media stuff. So, Mayor Domani, I mean, I know that we saw that he was encountering with someone last issue and all that stuff, but I'm telling you, he's not becoming the best mayor as of right now. So Green Arrow goes to Victoria with some news that she has for Green Arrow, and it's a map actually that indicates the star symbol, and the star symbol is around Queen Industries. And with that, he just wants to, like, the Queen Industries is behind the Four Horsemen, and it's been like a long time coming that this is actually going on. If you want to read more about that, you can read this comic book. Meanwhile, we have Green Arrow and Black Canary talking, and Green Arrow kind of steps up to Black Canary, like, Green Arrow's like saying, you know, after Broderick did all this and that to me, you know, you said that this was the best way to help Seattle to become Green Arrow and stuff like that. And Black Canary's trying to say, you know, but you are Green Arrow. We're going to be fighting tonight, and you inspire other people to fight for each other. And then Green Arrow's like saying, you know, stop changing my mind. You're my girlfriend, not my conscience. And with all of the arguing that went on, they both went their separate ways for that. But, of course, they're going to make up before you know, and they're going to get back together. I mean, couples do that. I mean, come on. It's a known thing. So, then we go back to Green Arrow headquarters in the treehouse, where Henry Piff and Arsenal are talking with each other, but Eddie Fires sets the headquarters on fire. Because we saw his face in the previous page, which is right here. So that's how we know that he is behind this. And that's to be continued next time. The Murder of Seattle. So things are getting very heated up. Not to take the fight that we saw pun when I say heated up. But wow, this is just like really something. Rating I give for this is between a... I would say it's between a 4 to 4.5 out of 5. An interesting story. Awesome artwork as always. And the Four Horsemen. You know, I mean, Green Arrow's got to get his team together if he wants to take them out. But with Black Canary and him going separate ways, and now the headquarters on fire, I don't know. Green Arrow, and we haven't heard from Diggle last. That we heard from Diggle actually was with when he was helping I think the Black Archer, his name was the Merlin guy, and I think he said something about that in this comic book. I don't remember. I heard something. I think it was in this comic book. But awesome comic book. I would say pick this up if you've been reading this all along. Then if not, then you won't. Up to you guys. But if you want to know what's going on in this comic book, I would say to pick up the last issue of Part 1 of the Rise of Star City. So that way you'll catch up to know how the Four Horsemen have been formed. And this Mayor Domani, I don't even want to talk about him. He's just all over the place. And I didn't like him since day one. But with that, everybody, that's my comic review of Green Arrow, issue number 22, The Rise of Star City Part 2. Before I go, don't forget to check out ComicFrontline.com, SoulfulPodcast.com, and the YouTube gaming channel Frontline Gaming Zone. No more source for comic game related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Click that subscribe button so it'll be in your subscription boxes and you won't miss out on any videos that we upload daily. And as always, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section about this comic book, likes, dislikes, questions, or anything you want to say about this comic book. Are you liking it? Do you have any predictions of what might happen next, or anything else you want to say? Leave in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. And to all you comic book creators out there, I'm Mike from Comic Frontline saying take care, and as always, don't forget to keep watching. Later, everybody.